Hi guys, trying it again, but we're gonna do a what's for dinner for the week. Hopefully, it's Sunday night. Monday is usually like the end of our meal planning week. I go shopping again on Tuesday, so I'm gonna flip you around, and this is my fridge. Please don't judge it, but I want to try and empty it out on Monday, so I look around, see like what we have and what we can make dinner out of. So okay, so I have this daikon radish and vegetables. I have some peppers, some normal radishes, some cabbage, broccoli, spinach. Okay, so I forgot to start the footage, but I'm chopping up the bell peppers to add. I got the daikon radish in now. Some broccoli, I'm going to cut that up. The green onions, what I can salvage off of there. A little bit of spinach left, a little bit of cilantro left. That's how I store it to keep it like fresh within the like a little paper towel in the baggie. It does seem to save it a lot longer, so it's the end of the week and my vegetables are still pretty good. So cabbage. And this is the part I forgot to film. So in here I have like a ramen broth, which I can maybe, if I can find the link, put the recipe. I followed it ish. I didn't. I just eyeballed the measurements and then tasted it and like figured out what I need to add more of. So it's not exact, but that's what I did in there. And then I added some chicken wings because that's what my husband likes, the chicken instead of like breast. So I got chicken wings in there, and then those are cooking in the pressure cooker, and then I'll add these vegetables when it comes out, cook them for a little bit longer, and that'll be our leftover dinner. I don't know, I just find Asian food like works so good for leftovers. I do fried rice a lot, and today I'm doing ramen. So I also added gochujang. I know was something I added to the recipe that was not in the recipe, but I feel like it wanted some spicy. If you don't know what that is, it's a very spicy like Korean paste. If you're in the grocery store, get the one that looks like a paste and not like a sauce. The sauce is like super watered down paste. But yeah. So chopping. Okay, so here's the vegetables that need cooked for less time. We have the spinach, cilantro, some green onions in there, and so the peppers. In this one, I didn't put it in a big bowl, and then I was like, well, I don't want to dirty up another bowl, a big bowl, if I don't need it, so I just used another small bowl. But then, so I just got out another small bowl, and I should have used a big bowl because I still need another one, so it's I have 3 bowls instead of just a big bowl, like I should have got out. But it's fine. That's the cabbage and some broccoli. I think that's all that's in there, which is why I was thinking, oh, and the daikon radish, which I'll cook for a little bit longer. I'll just saute it, but right now we're waiting for the meat to come down to pressure. I probably won't let it like cool down the whole way naturally, but we'll leave it for a little bit longer. I don't think anybody's like starving yet, so we'll do that. Sorry that this video is like awful quality because I'm like actually holding my camera and lose focus. So yeah, I already cleaned up the stuff. This is my trash bowl, so as I'm like cutting stuff, I just put the food trash into that bowl and then go through it in the trash all at once, so you're not like walking back and forth the whole way. I love that tip. Yeah, so that's our dinner. I'll try and get some video of it done. Yeah, so cool. Okay. I also forgot I need some noodles. These are in our pantry, so we're going to use these. They're fun noodles, but they're going to work as ramen close enough. I won't use all of these for our family, so I'm going to put some in a bag, save them in the pantry. And if you follow me on Instagram, Tabitha DM if you don't, but if you do, this would be what I would consider like the Chopped meal, as I write on my meal plan. If you know, Chopped is a TV show on Food Network, I think, but they have a competition, and they have to cook so many rounds and stuff, but they open up a mystery box of food, so that's why I call it Chopped, just because it's like mystery box or mystery fridge of food. And I just make it work into a dinner. And if I call it Chopped, it sounds more exciting and like a challenge than if I just call it like find food, or I don't know what you would call it, leftovers, but it's not really leftovers because it's like new food. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I late pulling you guys along with me too, but I got some mise en place. I don't know where I got some stuff ready. So I got these cut up. It's potatoes, carrots, onions. I think that's it in there, just finely sliced. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna take it out of that, heat up some oil, and then add it back in, cook it for a second, then add some like water so it can steam with that lid on. Then you add this stuff in, and so that'll be that dish. I got it all ready to go. This is going to be some macaroni and cheese, which does not go with the rest of the menu, but I want to have something that I know my 4-year-old will like to eat. This is going to be some spinach, which we will quickly blanch. Here's the spinach that I have sliced so it's not as long when I cook it. And then after you blanch it, cool it down in some cold water, then I'm going to put it inside of this, which is some gochujang and some soybean paste, some green onions, and some garlic and sesame oil. And I have some jalapenos, which I will add to the chicken at the end. The chicken is marinating in some mirin and pepper and ginger right now. And I still have to make a glaze, and I still have to make, oh, and I have some peanuts that I chopped to top it with. So yeah, that's the chicken from this recipe. It's supposed to look like little chicken nuggets, Korean nuggets. And this is the like Korean favorites cooking. I've tried a couple of these and we really like them so far. So we're trying that. And here's the spinach recipe, and the potatoes are in here too. So almost everything. I have a bookmark in here, but obviously it's not big enough because I can't find it, or at least not one-handed. So there's the potatoes, and there's the spinach that we're making. So that's what it will look like. I'm super excited. So yeah, I just got everything ready so that when so the chicken I'll cut up into pieces. Oh, I also have this cornstarch and potato starch in the flour, so once it's done marinating, we'll chop it up into pieces. It's supposed to be in pieces already, but I was cutting stuff. I want to use one cutting board, so I'm waiting to raw chicken at the end, so then the cutting board will be dirty and we're good. And then I will put those in there. They're nice and coated. I will fry it in some oil and then coat it in the sauce. I'm gonna leave some without sauce because I know my son will not like the sauce. He might like it. That means the chicken's done marinating, so cool. He might like it just fried. It might be like a chicken nugget, hopefully. So hopefully he's having chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, and hopefully the rest of us are having Korean food with some mac and cheese, which doesn't go, but it's fine. we don't have to have one theme at dinner. So hopefully I'll be back and I can show you maybe some more cooking, and hopefully definitely the plate when it's finished. I put water in the pan, like, as soon as we did it. I also served it in a different bowl, but, like, as soon as I was done, I rinsed the pan out with water because that was very sticky. I got, like, 5 tablespoons of cornstarch in the recipe, and I think we basically made it into a caramel. It was, like, a little bit spicy caramel. It was really good on the chicken. I would give that, like, a 5 out of 5, which I right in my recipe because I like to keep track of which ones I really liked. This one, it was alright. I would say like 3 out of 5. It's the spinach. There's plates still on it, but we had a lot of that left over. Mommy! Hey, baby, wait. The potatoes were actually, I like them. I would give them a 4 out of 5. My husband did not like them as much. He said they were too garlicky, which it could have been stirred a little bit better, but I was using this small pan because I used my other pans. Yeah, so that was really good. And it was really good. We liked it. So I would definitely make that chicken again. It was super good. You could make it even easier and not fry your own chicken and just buy like pre-made chicken nuggets and put it in that sauce. It would be basically the same thing. The sauce took like maybe 5 minutes to make, so that would make it a lot simpler. Yeah. Again, I forgot to film the video making food and everything, but here's what we ate for dinner. Chicken wings, air fried in the oven, so clean. That's what's super loud right now. So I made a big mess with the chicken wings, some mashed potatoes. I cooked them in some chicken broth and some beef broth because that's what I had open. I used the rest of it, so using what we got, and just a salad mix. So it was really yummy. I forgot to film any of this process, but we're making the bread. It's like a brochin recipe. So I put that in the bread maker. It came out, I rolled it into balls, and now they're resting or rising or whatever you call it. So that's what we're doing now. And bacon. Got some in here to make some grease. And then we'll add the chicken and the ranch and some chicken broth. Cook that with cream cheese. So we got that chicken broth, and the chicken, and then the cream cheese on top. And just that one piece of bacon crumbled in there. We'll cook it. So we're making some tomato soup in the Instant Pot. Which is what I like to do because it's Sunday morning. We'll have this ready when we come back from church. So we sauteed the onions in here, then added the garlic at the end, then added the chicken broth. It's supposed to be vegetable broth, but I had an open can of chicken broth, so that's fine. Then I scraped off the onion bits when I added the broth so it can cook. And then we added the rest of the broth and tomatoes. So we're gonna add some basil. You're supposed to add fresh basil. I don't have that. I do have this in my pantry, so we're gonna use some of that. And a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt, and then let it cook. I'll put it on a timer so it will be nice and hot when we get out of church. And I'll make some grilled cheese to go with it, which I don't have because we're not eating anytime soon. And then, yeah, I also forgot to show you any of our mail last night. It was super good though. I was supposed to make soy braised beef, but I was supposed to get out a flank steak. I got out like a New York strip steak, and I didn't think that would braise very well, so we just ate it. I just seared it in some butter and some thyme, and I made it with a baked potato and some mac and cheese and some broccoli and cheese little frozen bag thing, and it was super good. And we ate it all, and I don't have any to show you. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, I added beef broth and then just the rest of that container, which was probably like 2.5 cups, and then water till it filled up the pan over the meat. Just seared the meat, then the onions, and then added a little bit of beef broth to like scrape off the bottom so I can see when the bottom scraped off, and then the rest of it and the water. We'll let it simmer. I'm gonna put the lid on it, I think, and then put it in that corner over there, switch pans, and make me some pancakes for breakfast. So we'll see you back later, hopefully. Okay, so here's the roast. I turned it off, so it's probably cold now. Probably should heat it back up. That, and then I chopped some potatoes, which we have air frying. They're looking pretty crispy in there. And I'm about to make some spinach, and then we'll eat. You just heat up the tofu. This was the only tofu they had at Aldi, so we're gonna try it. I'm just gonna chop it up, put it in a pan, and then saute, wilt the spinach on top of it, and then you add some soy sauce, garlic, green onions, sesame oil, and sesame seeds. We're changing the recipe a little bit because it's supposed to be like cold or lukewarm, and I don't want that, so we're just gonna heat it all in the pan and not blanch the spinach. Instead, we're gonna just welt it on top of the tofu, and we'll make it work. And also, you're supposed to boil tofu, but this is flavored tofu, not just plain, so I think that would be weird. So, like I said, we're doing it this way. I think it'll work fine, possibly even better than that, because I don't know if I really like that. Yeah, so okay, so we took out the meat. It's over here, so now I left a cupish of broth, which we're going to use to finish the recipe, and the rest of it I put into this cube, which once it cools down I will stick into the freezer. It's got a nice little lid right here, and then it's like a 2-cup thing of beef broth, which will taste amazing in something else that I need beef broth for. Please ignore the chaos happening. So yeah, let's finish up this. We just add this stuff in, stir it up real fast, cook it until it simmers for like 5 minutes, and then we eat it. You're supposed to let it cool down, but again, I want hot food, so those potatoes did get like extra crispy, but it's fine. They're not bad. I like extra crispy french fries, but it's fine. So that's what our dinner. I also forgot to mention, I found some daikon radish in my fridge. I'm gonna eat that with it too before it goes bad. It's like pickled. But also, I was just thinking as I was adding the mirin to it, that a lot of these foods are like things that a lot of people would not have in their fridge. Like in this one, we added some soybean paste, which might not be something that you keep a lot of. I feel like you could substitute in soy sauce and it would be fine. But there are some things that like you kind of need you need the real thing in. And the good news about like cooking through a cookbook is that like a lot of these recipes they're Korean ingredients, which is why they're weird for us Americans, but because I'm cooking a lot of Korean things, I reuse those things, which, like I said, they're kind of staples in my house because I really like this food and I use it for a lot of things, but if you don't, it's good to use it up.